Hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Tonight is my project update. I have a lot of updates and I have one congratulations here. Well, I have three. We had Donna that won our 2K giveaway. Her package was sent out on Friday, so Donna, you should be getting that. I think I did it USPS ground, so you should be getting that in a few days. And then we had Becky, who won our longevity giveaway, which was, it was a video that was very long, and she stayed to the end along with a few other people. And but she won the longevity giveaway, and yours went out also on Friday, Becky, so you should have yours within a few days also, because I did both of them USPS ground. Now my next one is a congratulations to one of my viewers, Glenda. On Sunday night, when I am recording this, I have just received a comment from her just a little bit ago that her great-grandson was just born at 6 pounds, 13 ounces, 21.5 inches long, with a head full of black hair. Congratulations, Glenda. I know that is amazing. I only have 2 grandbabies, and I cannot imagine what having a great grandbaby is like. So, congratulations. I am so happy for y'all. Hope Mama and baby are doing amazing. So, keep us posted on how Mama and baby are doing, just so we know they're all okay. And my update on my grandbabies, they're awesome. They're perfect. They're awesome. I had a little FaceTiming tonight with my grandson. He was fighting sleep, so my daughter and I were, he started crying while we were talking on the phone, and so we just started FaceTiming. And so he started making blowy faces to me. So I'd act like I was kissing him, and he'd try to lick the screen. So, so let's get into project updates. So that was the most exciting stuff. So, you know, sorry, but really it's not though. I have some completions. The first one I am going to talk about is the Open Gate June box small project. I'm taking it out of the paper, out of the little envelope. This is the project. Only I can mess it up as much as I did. I am going to go back and do a stitching along this edge. And I mean, my zipper's even on the wrong, it's even on the opposite end. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I took creative liberty. So, that's what I'm going to call it anyway. But this is the little thing. And once I do that stitch around the edge, it'll lay down flat real nice. But y'all, this is a cute little bag to keep your lips for women. Keep your lipsticks, your chapsticks. I can never find my doggone chapstick in my purse. It's always gone. And I need some right now, but I don't have any on. But, so, and that was our small project. So, I didn't do the big project. I'm still debating on that pattern because I already have a table topper. But that was Open Gate Quilts June 2024 small project. Cute. I'm probably going to take that pattern and modify it for a bigger bag. And I may even put like a little wristlet thing on it. It's beautiful, y'all. Beautiful. Okay, so complete completed block of the month. Now, I know I have kind of told you guys about Poppy Cotton, and it was a block of the month, and I hadn't been able to do it yet. And in my video, okay, I'm going to say there was a couple videos, actually. One of the videos, I was cutting the pieces out and realized there was templates, and that was not the day for me to cut templates or work with templates. I was completely overwhelmed when I saw templates, but never fear. I tackled the templates. I got them cut how I did it. I copied my template. I laminated my template, and then I glued it to my fabric. That wasn't such a good idea. If you're going to glue it to your fabric, only do it in a couple places. I glued the whole thing down. But I got them off, and I got them sewed, and I missed cutting one strip of my border, and so I left it off of the bottom. But y'all, I completed the whole thing. I did go ahead and cut out that bottom strip, and this is the completed block. I'm not going to tell you where things are wrong on that, because it's so pretty. I love it. And Poppy Cotton, y'all, that is called Country Blessings. I have never, and I'm going to say never, because I haven't. There's probably others out there like this. What I'm going to do is pull the pattern out so y'all can see. I have never done a project where the pattern is so spot on with every little detail. Now, in the beginning, they give you all of this. It tells you if they say something, that's what it's going to be. And it kind of tells you how to do it. But I'm going to try to not show you the, okay, I'm not going to show you the side that has the cuttings on it. Now, this is going to, first off, this is what it shows you like this. But then when you're putting it together, look, it tells you, and then it shows you. Fabulous pattern. I have not started looking at other Poppy Cotton projects. I don't know who I'm looking to see. I was trying to see if there was a specific person. Quilt designed by Gina Barney. So I don't know it says it was designed by her. Is she the cover quilt designed by Gina Barney? Featured Farmhouse Favorites fabric collections by Lori Woods. I don't know that this is Farmhouse Favorite. I see Country Confetti by Poppy Cotton. There may be some of the other, I don't think it is. I don't know. I don't think it's the same fabric. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because it's all beautiful. It's real. That pattern is so easy to follow, though. So that's a block of the month that I have completed. I'm still waiting on my cotton cuts. My Tree of Life. I have not received my clue. I did receive a notification that it shipped on the 4th. Normally, I would have it by now. Maybe when you're seeing this, you'll see it on Monday, but I'm recording on Sunday night. Maybe I'll get it on Monday. Maybe I'll get it then, but I don't know. Okay, the next thing is my string quilt. Now, y'all know my string quilt. If you don't know and you're new, thank you for joining. I am having so much fun just creating. They're not my ideas. They're ideas that other people have had, and I'm just getting inspired. But I have the paper. I'm going to show you that paper. It's called 10-inch paper piecing squares. It's Missouri Star Quilt Company papers is what it is. It doesn't say. It's real thin, very fly away. And I started making a string quilt, and this is kind of my downtime relaxing thing. I've gotten 3 blocks or 3 squares done. So let's see, we got these 2, and then I have a third one here. Yeah, third one there. So we're working on getting it done. I'm excited about this. So excited. This is something that it could take me a year to finish. Easily a year to finish this. And if y'all wonder why I'm looking down, I'm just putting it back in my box. I do keep all of my projects in these boxes, so I do not lose anything, because that's a very big possibility that I can lose stuff. On Friday, was it Friday? It could have been Friday. I think it was Friday. I did not have a video come out, but I did a lot of prepping. I'm going to show you my bin here. This is all of my scrap pieces. Part of it's jelly roll. That's all for my string quilt. I took Friday and cut lots and lots and lots of strips. I have no 2.5-inch pieces in here from like the jelly roll. I do still have the jelly roll because I didn't cut all of it. At Friday was kind of a day that I was really not feeling very productive. So I was like, well, I wanted to do some prep, so I got my strips kind of cut down. So I think I have enough, and I'm just going to sit this back down on the floor here. I keep it over here beside me. So if I just can't think of anything I want to sew for the day, I'll grab that and do a little square. So my next thing, and I received a message from one of my viewers that they had responded on another video, but I never saw it. And I looked to see if I had any messages that I had missed, or messages with responses that I might have missed, and I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. So I don't know if maybe YouTube blocked it or something. I don't know. But it was a suggestion for the quilt-along. Well, right now, you know, for the quilt-along, I have a particular block that I'm doing. And I think this one here was on, this is the block, I think, that was in the last update. I don't know if that was in the update or not. But I had several people, and I had even said, I think if that blue was not in there, that it would look better. Now, great, these are just my test blocks. So what I did another one. And this one is actually smaller than this one here. I did another one without the blue. I think it turned out a lot better without the blue. But I'm not decided on doing this one yet or not. The fabrics, I will show you. I do have fabrics. I know it's smashing the stash, but this is something that I had purchased to do a specific scrappy quilt. because with charm packs, you know, you kind of have to do scrappy. I have Starberry. This is going to be my kind of Christmas quilt, but I have 2 packs, 2 charm packs. This is my solid. Now, I have white. If I decide to use the square that I just showed you, I have white. But I also have a layer cake. I love this. I love this green. I love this Starberry. Now, I mean, I'm just going to tell y'all, Corey Yoder is one of my favorite, I don't know what they're called, fabric designers or whatever. I love Corey Yoder's stuff. Just the colors are so much kind of my palette. I just really like those. And I'm sorry I'm looking down so much, but I want to get this stored back up. I mean, I go really far to Corey Yoder, Joanne Figueroa. I love the their colors, just the hues of their colors. I love them. So, now another not quite finished finish. Y'all might have seen that I worked the open gate quilt. April, I think it was April. The large, I think it was the large. Yes, this was the large project in their bag called Oh My Stars. And this is my completed topping, table topper. See if y'all can see that there. I will pull it up here closer because it's so much prettier up close. Now, what y'all saw in the video that I put out, get that up there so you can see it. Maybe if I fold it down to just one square. That square. This is the Old Glory line by Leila Boutique. You'll see that. What y'all saw in the video was that I had completed the topping. Well, the next video that y'all will see on this, I quilted it. I'm not going to show all the details on my quilting because there's not many details. I straight line quilt. I straight line stitch when I quilt because I don't know all the perks of the quilting on my machine. So I don't do it. I haven't taken the time to take my classes that I've got several sets of classes that I can take with my Bernina. I just haven't done it. So the next thing I have is going on, and it is still like up here on my radar because I haven't finished it, is my brown bag mystery. We have all of our pieces here. I am on Clue 5 Assembly, and I have most of it, but I do have some fabric that I need to cut out, and I have some of it cut, but honestly, I just haven't taken the time to finish it, and that will be the assembly of the brown bag mystery. It's so let's be quilty. It is Brown Bag Mystery 2024. It's called Piece of Cake. It is over with. I just haven't finished assembling my quilt yet. I used, I chose the fabric line. I believe it's called Christmas Eve. Beautiful fabric. I have a kitty cat over here, so I'm sorry. I get distracted by my kitty cats. But I have not finished my quilt yet. The next thing that I I have it on my table, so I do not forget it. And it's actually, my table is right here. You see these stacks of boxes right there? That is projects. Trying to think what they all are. One is Motor Blockheads, which is on the back burner. One is Creative Notions blocks, barn blocks, on the back burner. One is a Pretty Poinsettia that was from a shop hop from last year. It is on the back burner. But I did work a block a month or so ago. So, you know, I pull from things and work on them periodically. So, pressed flowers. All I have left to do is the finishing. I have all the fabric right here. Now, the pressed flowers uses the fabric that I'm using to make my string quilt. So, whatever I have left out of this, you know, I have fabrics here that I'm going to use in lieu of what it calls for. So I have all of this that I'm going to be using. I just need to cut it out. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, in my little box here, I know that if I start looking for something, I put it in this sew-along box. So it'll, like, encourage me. Like, I have my little charm. Is that a charm? Yeah, my little charm here. I have my ball charm. I put it in here because I know I will like to see these. And here's some more charms. Aren't those beautiful? So I put it all in here. So when I go looking for them, they'll be right there and I'll see that. And these two, the Brown Bag Mystery and the Pressed Flowers, I kind of have them on the top. So, because I know I have to cut fabric for these. Oh, I need to put my patterns back in there. I can't do this without a pattern, so. But these are up here. Now, one more that I have that I haven't decided what fabric I'm going to use yet. But one of my subscribers, Miss Connie, she sent me all of the quilt seeds, the mercantile quilt seeds from this. So, y'all, I'm going to have to do this. I don't know if I'm going to use the mercantile. I really want to, though, because I've looked at her August, or I think, is that what it's called? August is her fall line that's coming out. It's already out. But these I thought were so cute, and I love that line. It is so pretty. Now, so that is on, it's in a box to be mixed on my table, along with one other thing. This, I'm going to have to move something out of the way here. Now, this is not necessarily quilting. And I know y'all probably realize I didn't show you any cross stitch. I did not cross stitch at all this week. The thing that is on my table, I know I showed this to y'all a while back when I got it. I got a 3-piece stand here. So we've got 3 little panels that we're going to make and put on these. This is the panel I'm doing. These are done on the embroidery machine. And I've been looking at it. I need to pull my fabrics. I need to make sure I have everything. But this, because this is 4th of July, y'all. This is like Independence Day stuff. I need to have this done and out on my mantle. But I don't. That's bad. I don't. But that is on my table to get done, and I can tell you it's definitely gonna be before the quilt seeds, because I have found the fabric, and And I knew I should have got that when Green Fairy Quilts had it for $70-something. I knew I should have got it, but I didn't. So now I'm going to have to pay close to $140 or $131.40. But if I can't have everything to make these will be happening really soon. The things that I think that will be happening within the next week is my open gate quilt. I should be binding that. I do still have my Craftsman to bind. I will be looking at that other pattern that was told to me in the comments. I can't remember who told. I think it was called Material Girl something blocks is what she said. And I snapped it on my cell phone so I'd remember and go look at it. But I am going to go look at that, and I am going to do a test block, possibly. And, of course, I'll always be working on my string quilt if I have a down day, and I just feel like we need to come together and chit-chat or whatever, you know. I may do my string block. But I do see another test block for the sew-along, and that sew-along, it's according to what day I can start it, but it's going to be starting in July, like the 1st of July, close to the 1st of July. But I do hope to get this table topper bound. I hope to be getting the binding for my Craftsman done, because now that I have the room, I can do the binding, but I also need to do some pillow shams. And let's see, we've got the open gate quilt finishing, the sew along finishing, the string quilt, we're going to be working that. The poppy cotton, if I have time to cut fabric, I'll be doing that. And this is called God Bless America. I'll be possibly doing that. But the other things is probably on hold for a little bit. But, you know, hey, as long as I sew 15 to 30 minutes every day, I am doing absolutely wonderful. Amazing. I'm so excited to be in my sewing room. So, now a little garden update. Yeah, I'm sorry, my lip itches. I am doing a little research on sweet basil. I planted a sweet basil bush, and I always heard, you know, pinch the top out of it, and it'll bush out a little bit. Well, let me back up. I had direct seeded into my large garden bed some, I believe, holy basil or Tulsi basil. I think they're the same, but I'm not sure. And after about 2 weeks, there was no germination of anything. And maybe I didn't give it a long enough time. So then I had gone and bought stuff. I had gotten some lollipop verbena, which was beautiful. Beautiful. I had gotten a thyme, a German thyme plant. Smells fabulous. I got a rosemary plant. Smells amazing. I got a sweet basil, and I got some chives and some Tabasco peppers. Well, I planted them in that big bed because I just want to fill the bed up. And I don't eat peppers at all, but my husband loves peppers, and I thought, well, I'll get Tabasco peppers, and I can make him some pepper sauce. Well, one of my chives is dying, so I'm going to say that up front, but one is doing great. My Tabasco plants, they've got little blooms all over them. They're doing great. I have one pepper so far. The lollipop verbena, beautiful. Beautiful, smells great. The thyme smells great. The rosemary smells great. The sweet basil smells fabulous. But I go out there almost every day and pinch some off. And so I'm researching on ways to preserve the sweet basil. Now, I have seen another YouTuber that I watch. She does, I think, basil salt. where she dries her basil. Well, I'm probably going to freeze dry it. If I do anything, it'll probably be freeze dried. And I was wondering, maybe I could do that, but I'd have to keep it in a jar to itself. And, but yeah, that's an idea. But I am researching ways to use basil, freeze dried, you know, anything like that, because, and I may even freeze dry it and just grind it up into a powder and use it that way. But I've been doing research on perennial gardens, cottage gardens, things like that. Now, right now, I just have a wishful garden. But we all start somewhere. And so I'm in designing phase of my garden. I have some trees that I need to get out of the pots. I have a Rose of Sharon tree that is beautiful, beautiful blooms, and I need to get it out of the pot and need to get it in the soil. So I'm looking at times that are good for transplanting. I have a crabapple tree that's never had a bloom on it, so I know it needs to go in the ground, and it's big enough size now. I could take it out of the pot and put it in the ground. Y'all, my strawberries are doing amazing. I've only gotten like one strawberry off my new bed, and it was delicious. So that's where we're at with all of that. I don't really have much of anything yet to harvest other than basil. Oh, and I was telling you nothing germinated. Well, I think every seed I put in that bed has now germinated. All of the basil anyway. My cilantro did not germinate. And I know thyme, you're not supposed to direct sow. You're supposed to try to seed it in a greenhouse. And no. I live in Louisiana. It's like we're in a greenhouse anyway every day. The humidity is perfect and the heat is always there. So I may have thyme popping up in about a week or so. Who knows? But we're hoping that we get... I just like to grow stuff. I don't really eat out of the garden that much. I snack out of the garden. I've got lots of blooms on my cucumbers. I've never grown cucumbers. So I'm trying to wait for my husband to get home, and we're going to do a trellis system because I'm not reaching under cucumbers. We have copperheads here and rattlesnakes, and a snake is a snake for me. I don't like snakes. I'm terrified of snakes. Along with spiders. I'm terrified of spiders and snakes. A lot of people there are like, oh, I'm terrified of rats and roaches, and I live in the woods. We see those things. But not in the house. No, ma'am. Nothing, those are not welcome in my home. But I'm just trying to grow things. I've snacked on strawberries. I've snacked on blackberries. It's all really in-season stuff. I'm not looking to grow stuff to preserve it. But like this basil... Y'all, I'm afraid I'm going to have way too much basil. I may be over my head in basil. But guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know I've just rambled on here, but I hope you've enjoyed this video and the updates, and I hope you come along with me for the sew along. We're going to have a good time. I will be trying out a new block. I didn't tell you Cotton Cut's Tree of Life. I hope to have that soon also, and we'll be doing a block of that, because I try to do those as soon as I get them. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. Please feel free to become part of our family. We do like to have a good time here. I sew a lot. I don't cook a lot right now. I have another channel that has all my cooking on it. I do still have some cooking on this channel. I'm in the process possibly of moving it all back over to this channel, just because it's easier to keep up with one channel than two. And also, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Goodbye.